Good evening, everyone. My name is Carol Karp, and I'm the Executive Director of Sharp Again Naturally. Thank you so much for joining us as we celebrate our inaugural Mountains for Minds. I'd like to introduce our host for this celebration, Steve Latvina. Steve is a board-certified health and wellness coach focusing on brain health and Alzheimer's prevention. In his private coaching practice, Knowing Alz, he works with individuals to implement lifestyle changes to prevent dementia, maintain their cognition, and improve their quality of life. In addition to his private practice as a national certified health and wellness coach, Steve has been a significant part of the growth and expansion of Sharp Again Naturally as our chairman of the board. With the number of people suffering from Alzheimer's predicted to double in the next 20 years, particularly in underserved communities, addressing and avoiding the underlying causes of Alzheimer's is critical. Delaying or negating a diagnosis by addressing brain health will have a dramatic impact on the demands of our medical systems and on family caregivers. Steve's forward thinking and efforts can help to lead the way to a dramatic reduction in the number of lives affected by Alzheimer's. Welcome, Steve, and take it away.
All right, thanks so much, Carol, for that wonderful and very kind introduction. Thanks everyone for joining us for the 2023 wrap-up of the Mountains for Minds event. Just to say a few words about sort of what this event is and where it came from. Obviously, well, many of you have been participating, but we really built this event because Sharp Again's presence and our community has been growing nationally, and we wanted to build a way to get everyone involved across the country in a shared effort that had a healthy brain message, and piggyback off that community and work together with that community to do some fundraising to further Sharp Again's mission. So it kind of came about organically when I was roping a few friends into a run up Mount Evans out here in Denver, Colorado, and then we got a few more people involved, and sort of the rest is history from there. So for anybody new to Sharp Again, it's worth talking about our mission for a second, because that's what this fundraising has really contributed towards. So we try to educate, empower, and support everyone to take an active role in optimizing their own cognitive health. And we do that using a scientifically based multi-therapeutic approach. And that's why this Mountains for Minds event really works into that, getting everybody outside, getting everybody moving, making sure that everyone is implementing that healthy lifestyle, those healthy lifestyle activities. That's where this all comes into play. And so in line with those missions, our programming and what the fundraising contributed towards, we raised enough in this Mountains for Minds to really fund one small group and then several of our webinars this fall, which is really incredible. We have small group coaching programs that help people implement those healthy lifestyle changes. We have webinars that do the introductory educating on what healthy lifestyles for brain health are, and the deep dives into all the different aspects that go into your brain health throughout the year. So thank you everyone for joining and for contributing to this wonderful event. So who participated? We had people of every age range, all the way from 18 to well into their 60s, 70s. And that's really great because our normal demographics are those 50 plus people. And so finding a way to get people involved earlier and earlier is really part of our mission going forward. It's because brain health starts young and it's really a lifetime endeavor. So if you have kids, if you have grandkids out there, send them our way and maybe have them join this event next year. As with many of our programs and groups, webinars, this event was also heavily female, and we see that really across the brain health world. But that doesn't mean we don't want to get many more men. So if you have a man in your life that would care about their brain health, please bring them next year and bring them along to our future programs. And so where is everybody from? We had people from all across the country. heavily based in New York, which is where Sharp Again is based, although our community is across the country. I, for one, am in Denver. We had many other people from the Northeast, South Carolina, Florida, Utah, California. So really a great participation across the country. So how much did we raise? Like I said earlier, we raised enough to do another small group coaching program and a few webinars. And so just wanted to call out and congratulate Team Jenny. I see Alyssa on the call, so thank you so much for your participation and that, as well as the All In for Arlene team and the two top individuals, Hillary Pearl and Jennifer Cooney. Thank you so much for everything all of you did, both with your events and with your fundraising efforts. I just want to point out too, a lot of preparation and hard work went into this event as participants ran, walked, hiked, biked, and climbed across America for Mountains for Minds. And so here's a little bit of a look. There's the grand total, $3,255, but here's a little look at all of the different challenges we did. Symbolically, the running, walking, hiking, and biking, but then a few photos from participants. So some of these are from this past weekend. Me and a few friends did Mount Evans. There's Lisa Feiner. I know she set a long walking goal for the month. We have Robert on the call, and he did a run, and as well as Alyssa. So really congratulations to everyone for all of the big events that they were able to participate in. Robert, try not to feel self-conscious as your video gets played here for everyone. I don't think everyone has seen it.
Hey folks, video 2 in a series of 2 so far. Anyway, if you were here for Wednesday's video, or was it Tuesday's video? So that was my final training run before today's half marathon, and I am psyched to say that I just finished that half marathon. Now that was not an organized half marathon, it was me running 13.1 miles on my own. But man, it was fun, and I know they talk a lot about that term humble brag, and I hate that term, and I hate doing a humble brag, but man, am I grateful for a couple things. One is that as for me, a couple months ago I had this injury that I thought I'd never run again, so just to be able to do that, I am insanely grateful. But much more important than that, as I said on Tuesday, I was doing this to honor my mom who has dementia, and I'm just always inspired by her resilience and spirit and can-do attitude. I was my whole life, and I'm grateful for her. And as I shared, she has dementia. Part of this whole thing was doing this also because I'm part of an amazing organization called Sharp Again Naturally. We do programs to increase brain health, hopefully stem off things like dementia and Alzheimer's, and it's amazing work. So I'll be doing this as a fundraiser, so if that's a cause that you can get behind, and I think we're all connected to it whether we know it or not, yeah, I'd be incredibly grateful. So I know that's grateful a lot, but what can I say? I am. So thanks for listening, and have a great day, and I'll probably do more of these videos, but we'll see what those bring. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, thank you so much to Robert for sending that in. I think, just to pile on to some of the similar sentiments, I think something we really should keep in mind is everybody who participated here today, and I certainly am the same. There's a reason we're doing it, one, for ourselves and to keep our brains healthy, but it's across the board, I'm sure, for loved ones who have dementia or have had dementia in the past. And I know for me, it's my 3 grandparents. Robert mentioned his mom, and I know I hear stories every single day about everyone across Sharp Again and our whole wide community, the personal effects that cognitive decline and dementia has had on our lives, and then our own desires to keep our own brain health, but also to spread the word now that we know that there's science and something that can be done. So thank you, Robert. I just got a repeat there. And again, special thanks to our sponsor, Breaking Free Apparel. They are the wonderful t-shirt sponsor. Those will be going out soon. We've had a little bit of a trouble with supplies, but the t-shirts will be forthcoming. They're really great. So thank you, everyone. And as well as the caps are both in process, and we apologize for the delay on that, but those will be sent out soon. And so look for those in your inbox. If you've had an address change or something, send Carol or myself an email if that has occurred since you've registered and you need us to send it somewhere else. So cheers to a job well done to everyone. Congratulations on whatever your challenge is and what you accomplished. And thank you so much for joining us this year. We have an event coming up, and with our gala, an evening of enlightenment is on Tuesday, July 11th, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. So that's just a couple weeks from now, and a couple weeks from almost exactly right now. And for those of you who won't be able to join for that, that's okay. We will have an auction online that anybody can participate in. That's going to be posted to our social media, and anyone will be able to join that and bid on the various items that we're going to have. Everything from trips to gift cards to baskets.
משטרה לפניך.
Items. Sorry. So lastly, thanks for joining us. I did want to just say one word about the future. So this was really our first year with Mountains for Minds, and we're definitely going to be repeating the event in the future. But we're also seeking to make this kind of a year-round thing for if there's people doing bigger challenges like mountaineering or something that would gain publicity for Sharp Again, if they're doing kind of a bigger challenge or something that they might want to fundraise on behalf of Sharp Again. We're always going to have the community event that takes place in a single month, but if anybody knows someone that is doing a challenge like that, where they might want to, give Sharp Again naturally a little bit of their publicity, a little bit of awareness, and fundraise on our behalf, the brain health and our mission could always use a little bit of that publicity. And we would love to partner with anyone like that. So if somebody does know someone like that, or if you yourself are a person like that, please feel free to get in touch with me or with Carol. Again, I'm the board chair and Carol is the executive director. So with that, thank you for joining us this year, and we will see you again in 2024.